Good morning, students of class 9. We'll continue our history. The fear of the people of Vatsar. Yesterday or in our previous class we have talked about the shifting cultivation were not allowed after the implementation of Forest Act. They were driven out from the forest, and people of Bastar, so many communities live in Bastar, and these communities were actually the forest dwellers. And in 3.2 we will talk about the fear of the people of Bastar, these forest dwellers. They were worried. Now we'll talk about them. There are 6 points. You go through them properly. When the colonial government proposed to reserve 2/3 of the forest in 1905, the British government proposed 2/3 of the forest should be kept for the Britishers. It was divided according to the Forest Act: reserve forest, protected forest and village forest. We have already learned about that. And stop hunting. The people were not allowed to hunt. That also we have learned. Shifting cultivation was banned, and collection of forest produce was also banned. In fact, the forest dwellers or these tribal people, they were not allowed to enter the forest. Only some people from some villages, people were worried. Most of the people, they were worried. Now what will happen to them? How they will survive? How they manage to live? That was their worry. But some villagers were allowed. Britishers allowed some of the villagers to stay in the forest on one condition. On the condition that they must work free for the forest department to cut down trees, clear the land for cultivation and so on. Only under one condition: if they provide free labor, they are allowed to stay in the forest. Otherwise, other people were driven out, they were removed from forest. Number 3, these were called forest villages. These villages were called forest villages, who were given permission to stay in the forest as long as they provide free labor to clear the forest, cut down the trees, take out timber from the forest, clear the land for cultivation and so on. And others were displaced. They were driven out, displaced. They had nowhere to go. Number 4, for long, villagers had been suffering from increased land taxes. Now these people who lived in the village, who were given permission to live in the village, they were also worried and they also suffered so much. Why? Because taxes were collected from them, increased taxes, and demands for free labor. Very often they had to go to provide free labor to the British government, forest officials, and goods. The forest officials and British officials, they demanded goods. Goods means whatever possession they had. For example, the vegetables, fruits, or the domestic animals they had, they used to demand the goods from these forest dwellers. They demand free labor, increased tax, as well as they demanded goods by the forest or colonial officials. This has really upset those people who live in the village. And in fact, all the people were worried how they managed to live in this way. The condition was very harsh. They had to provide free labor without any payment. Not only that, they had to pay the tax, and that to increase tax. Apart from that, they had to provide goods. they had to do favors. Not only that, they had to provide labor. So the terrible famine, at the same time, terrible famine took place in 1899 to 1900. For 1 year there was no crop, there was a failure of rain, and they had no crops, and there was a famine. Famine means a lack of food everywhere, all around. So a terrible famine in 1899 to 1900, and again 1907 and 1908. Twice they had a terrible famine that devastated the people of Bastar and the people living in other areas of India. Especially the poor people were affected. Great number of people were perished, you can say that. A large number of people perished in the famine because government never helped them. They were left in their own condition. Number 6, people began to gather and discuss these issues, especially the forest dwellers, the tribal people, various communities who lived near the forest or depended on the forest. They began to gather in markets and discuss these issues in the village councils. They had a meeting. Sometimes they used to have a meeting and discuss about this, find a way to solve these problems. Sometimes in the bazaars, in the marketplace, wherever the headman went, the people began to gather and discuss about these things. Wherever the headman of the villages assembled, especially during festivals, they used to gather and they used to discuss, or they used to have the meeting and they used to discuss and find a way out. How to solve this problem, what should be done. Now after this, the rebellion starts. This is the beginning stage. This is the condition that was forming for the rebellion. So the conditions were, they had to provide free labor. The taxes were increased, those who are allowed to stay in the village, in the forest, and others were deprived of their livelihood. Not only that, they had to provide goods, do favor to the British officials and forest officials. So all these problems were the conditions for a perfect rebellion against the Britishers by these forest dwellers. So this much for today. In our next class we will continue this. So thank you for watching the video. Study at home. Stay safe. Thank you.